Hi guys! As you can tell by the title of this video, I am doing yet another tutorial using the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette. I had a request from someone to do a tutorial using this Blueberry Swirl shade in the palette and to try and make it more wearable. So the way that I did it was by pairing it with some of the more very warm shades in the palette, like this Bonbon shade right down here, and Peanut Butter, this kind of orangey shade in the palette. So this is what I came up with. I just added a minimal amount of blue in the outer corner. So if you want to see exactly how I got this look, just please keep on watching. And as usual, I will list all the products that I use in the description box below this video. First, I'm going to go in with this Covergirl+Olay Serum Primer. I really have been enjoying this primer because it smooths out my skin really well since it's been kind of dry lately. Then I'm going to go in with the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Foundation. I've already used this foundation a few times on my channel, and it's a foundation that I really enjoy. It lasts really well throughout the day, and it gives me a nice matte finish. I'm just going to be using a Real Techniques buffing brush to blend in that foundation. For concealer, I'll be going in with the Maybelline Master Conceal. I talked about this in my January favorites. I like it because it really gives a nice full coverage finish, but it does set pretty quickly, so when I use this concealer, I have to work one eye at a time. I have to place it beneath one eye, blend it out, and then place it beneath the other eye and blend that out, and then place it down the center of my face and blend that out. So it is a little bit tricky, but I'm willing to work with it because it's so cheap and it gives such a nice finish in the end. And then I felt like that highlight was a little too harsh, so I'm taking my foundation brush to blend out the edges of that concealer to make it look a little bit more natural. Then I'm going to set my concealer with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. I'm going to use the Banana shade, which is that yellow shade in the middle top row. And then I'm just going to take that on a Real Techniques setting brush and just set my under eyes with that powder because it gives me that nice highlighted effect still. Then I'm going to take this Maybelline Dream Wonder powder and set the rest of my face. This is a really nice, finely milled drugstore powder that won't make you look cakey and sets your foundation really nicely. For my brows, I'm going in with this NYX Eyebrow Gel in the color Blonde. I'm applying that with a brush that has an angled brush on one side and a spoolie on the other side. I'm just applying it with the angled brush and brushing it out with the spoolie. As I mentioned in my January favorites, you do have to work pretty quickly with this product because it does set pretty quickly. I will link my January favorites down below so you can see what other products I mentioned in that video along with this brow gel. And then because I have thick brows, I'm going to go in and set my brows with this Milani Clear Brow Shaping Gel. If your brows aren't as thick as mine, you probably won't need to use a brow gel to set your brows because the gel does a pretty good job of setting them. Then I'm going in with my usual primers, my Rimmel Exaggerate Undercover Primer and my MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. The Rimmel primer does a good job at blocking the oils, and then the MAC Paint Pot does a very good job of covering the veins in my eyes. Then I'm going in with the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette. First I'm going in with this orangey shade called Peanut Butter, and I'm going to take that on a fluffy brush and just blend that all throughout my crease and a little bit onto my brow bone. This will act as my transition shade, and it'll make sure that everything kind of just blends together seamlessly all the way from my lash line all the way up to my brow bone. So this will act as a nice middle in-between color. Then I'm going in with this shade called Bonbon. It's kind of like a coppery rose gold color. I'm taking that on a small flat shader brush and just packing that all over the lid and then just kind of rubbing it out with the same brush as well, just to make sure that I cover the whole eyelid and make sure that everything blends together well. Then I'm going in with the blue shade called Blueberry Swirl. which this look is centered around. And I'm going to take that on a detailed e.l.f. brush, and I'm kind of deepen my outer corner with this blue color. So as you see, I'm kind of making a V shape with the edge of my eye and then my crease. And I'm just placing the product there right now. I will go back in and blend it out, but I'm just using this brush to place the product exactly where I want it. And then, as I said, I'm going in with my original fluffy brush and blending out that blue color so it doesn't look too harsh and everything blends together really well. I am touching up that blue shade again. This tutorial is all about adding color and then blending it out to make sure that you get the most seamless look possible. Then I'm going back in with Bon Bon. When I was blending some of that blue out, I accidentally blended some away of my lid color. So I'm just going back in to touch it up to make sure it is as intense as it can be. Because I was experimenting with this new close-up shot, unfortunately most of my lower lash line was cut out, but I put some blueberry swirl and peanut butter on my lower lash line. Then I went in with coconut cream to highlight my brow bone. I like this because it's a very nice matte white shade, and I feel like there's a lot going on my eyelid with the blue, so I want to use something that's not as intense. Then I'm going in with this Rimmel Scandeleyes eyeliner, and this is in the color Navy. Sorry, this is a little out of focus. Like I said, I'm experimenting, but I love using blue eyeliner with blue eyeshadow. Then I'm going in with Rimmel Scandeleyes eyeliner in Nude, as I usually do, and I'm just lining my waterline with this just to open up my eyes and make them look very bright. Then I'm just curling my eyelashes as I usually do with my Tarte eyelash curler. Curling your eyelashes really helps open up your eyes. And then I'm going in with this L'Oreal Voluminous Miss Manga mascara. This is a mascara that I recently picked up, and I'm still trying to decide whether I like it or not. This is only like my third time using it. I guess you'll see at the end of the month if it makes it into my monthly favorites or not. Then I'm going in with my favorite mascara for my lower lash line. It's the Covergirl Clump Crusher Water Resistant. This is so great on the lower lashes because it lasts all day long. It does not flake or smudge at all. Then I'm going in with my Sephora bronzer in the color Los Cabos, and I'm just bronzing up my face with this by putting it on my cheekbones and my forehead, and then I will also take it down to my chin and my neck. I'm not really contouring today, I'm just bronzing up my face. But I will do a contouring routine soon. It's something that I've had a few requests for. Then I'm going in with this Nars blush in the color Madly. I really like this because it's a very nice natural blush and it doesn't compete with all that's going on in my eye. So it complements the look very nicely. Then I'm just blending everything out with my e.l.f. Kabuki brush as I normally do. Then for my lips, I'm going in with this NYX lip liner in the color Natural, and then I'm also going in with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the color Stockholm. I like this color because it's kind of an orangey brown, so I think it complements the copper colors in the eyes very well. And that is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope you learned something new. Please subscribe if you're not already, and have a great day.